I'm Mark.
And I'm Jerry.
And we are the Military Collectibles Shop.
Today, as an educational service, here is another episode of Military Collecting 101, where we share tips for the newer collectors. Today, we're going to talk about military show tips.
Military shows are a great place to see a wide array of items and meet and talk with people who share the same passion for history that you do. So hopefully these tips will help you make your experience at the military show a much better one.
First off, plan ahead. If you're driving a distance, call ahead and be sure the show is still happening and what the hours are. I drove 4 hours once to a show that had to change the date, but I just had an old flyer. To quote Clark Griswold, first one's here.
Make sure you have a plan. Know your route. Have an alternate route planned, as construction, weather, and accidents can really mess things up.
Wear comfortable shoes. This seems obvious enough. I always get new squishy shoe inserts for the big shows. That cement floor is rough.
Make a list of things you are looking for ahead of time. You may not find any of these items, but it can help you focus.
Bring a list of what you have in your own collection. iPads and phones are great for this. That way you don't double up and you don't risk on missing out on items that you might already have.
Bring as much cash as you can afford. Keep it in a zippered pocket. There are ATMs there, but they have been empty before.
Bring items to sell or trade, but don't be a pack mule. Carts can be handy for you, but they can annoy others, especially in crowded shows. Keep some items locked out of sight in your car. Dress in layers. Inside temperatures can vary in the venue. We were at a Minnesota show once that was held on top of an ice rink. That was cold.
Bring a shoulder bag and a small zippered baggies, or even an empty Riker mount to keep your stuff you find in a safe location.
Yeah, that's great. Once at the Badger Military Show, I thought I lost a theater-made airborne patch. And I found out years later that a friend of mine found it and sold it to Bill Scott.
Get there as early as you can. The good stuff sells quickly, but there are also deals to be had at the end of the show, and some dealers refreshen their tables as things sell.
Stay hydrated. Bring plenty of water and or Gatorade.
Talk with dealers, get business cards, ask to handle some of the items.
Talk with other collectors. Network. Make connections. Let people know what you are looking for as a collector.
Ask the dealer what their return policy is. Get a card from them.
If you are on any of the internet forums, put your username on your name tag so people can know who you are. A lot of people might know you as WingJock627, but on your tag it just says Tim.
At big shows, to help find things later, write down the aisle and table numbers, as things you may use as reference points may change as they sell. This also is helpful if you're trying to tell someone else where that something is.
Yeah, that's very important. If you see something, hold on to it until you decide. If you put it back down on the table, it's fair game for someone else. And if someone else asks to see it, don't hand it to them. In some countries, this is viewed as you passing on the item, and they could buy it.
If you see something and the price is right, and you are comfortable with the return policy, buy it. Can't state this enough. It is crazy how fast some things sell with decent prices.
That's for sure. And after the show, know where the local restaurants are. It's fun to eat local. Hotel restaurants can be crowded, expensive, and of varied quality. I still don't think that was actually catfish.
Hey Jerry, that's a really fancy jacket you have on.
Ah, thanks. I got it at the Military Collectibles Shop.
I heard about that place.
Can't believe they had one in my size. Okay, now that we've gone over some of the positive show tips, we want to talk a little bit about show etiquette.
That's a fancy word.
Yes, etiquette. It's French, and the French are fancy people.
Yes, they are.
But etiquette just means the customary code of polite behavior in society or among members of a particular profession or group.
So how you should act at a show?
Yes, exactly. You don't want to be that guy that doesn't know how to act at a show. There are some unspoken rules that apparently need to be said, as well as some common courtesy things that you might not be aware of.
So let's look at some examples of what not to do at a military show. The case lifter upper. Guy lifting Riker mounts vertically so everything falls to the bottom.
Don't be that guy.
Oh, I see you're looking at bayonets here. I just happen to have some in my bag here for sale.
Don't use tables that people have paid for and try and sell your stuff. And don't put your 100 pounds of stuff on anybody's cases.
Don't be that guy.
Can I see that rare visor hat?
Oh,
Everyone has a right to eat, but then take a break. Sit down and eat. Then wash your hands, and then go look at things. We don't need nacho cheese on our stuff, and your supersized soda is one bump away from being inside our case with our expensive stuff.
don't be that guy. While most early factory-applied decals are really stuck on good, decals that were put on after a combat overspray or ones done in the field can flake off, so no need to help them along. Do not play Destructo CSI with any item that you do not own. Don't be that guy.
Do you have anything for sale? I buy stuff too.
Many dealers set up at shows in hopes of buying walk-in items, but sometimes people who are too cheap to get a table just walk the aisles.
We call them aisle whores.
And they look for walk-in deals to pounce on. There is an unspoken rule that the area directly in front of your tables is yours to conduct business in. It may not be illegal, but it is bad form for others to snipe in on deals that should be yours in this area.
Don't be that guy. This hat is too big. Maybe it'll shrink. Honey, take a picture of me.
We're here selling historical artifacts. We are not running a haberdashery or a costume shop. If you really, really need something to fit, ask to see it and look at the size. Hats are fragile and visors can easily come off. Don't be that guy. When show dealers are closed so they can eat or walk around the show, they cover up their tables. Now, everyone has FOMO, fear of missing out. But remember, curiosity killed the cat, so just leave covered tables covered. Peeking under a cover or going behind a table is a good way to get your butt kicked. Just come back when they are open. Don't be that guy.
Wow, this knife looks really sharp. I can tell with my thumb. Ow! Hey, it is really sharp. Uh-oh, I think I lost a finger.
There's always one guy that wants to see how sharp a knife or a sword is. Trust us, they may be old, but they are still sharp. I don't want to have to wipe your blood off of our stuff.
Don't be that guy. Wait, I am that guy.
The disassembler. The guy picks up an item and starts disassembling it without asking. If you really need to look at it that closely, ask the dealer about it. They might take it apart for you.
Don't be that guy. The nitpicker.
Trust us, the dealer is already familiar with every flaw and scratch on the item, so no need to point that out to them. Chances are that they have already taken that into consideration when they price the item.
You're only hurting your cause. Everyone likes getting a deal, but just politely ask them if they can do any better. There's no need to insult an item that they know that you want.
Don't
be that guy.
If you can click it, cock it, open it, or close it, this is the guy that will do it. He may have no intention of ever buying it. He just wants to show his friend he knows how it works.
He may do it several dozen times, too. This can be okay, but ask the dealer to show you, and do it once, only once, so you know it can be done. You can do it all you want after you buy it.
And never ever dry fire weapon. Always observe all gun safety rules. Check to be sure any weapon you handle is unloaded. Never point a weapon at any person.
Don't be that guy.
And then one time I had one of those rifles that would shoot around a corner, but then my cousin's brother's friend traded me for one of those really big wool flags for it. But then, oh hey, are wool or cotton flags worth more? Maybe I should have held out for a cotton flag too. Well anyways, it turns out that that wasn't one of those rifles that shoots around the corners anyways. It was just bent. And then my cousin's brother's friend tried to shoot at a squirrel that was behind him, and he blew the darn thing up. The rifle, not the squirrel. That cheeky squirrel just sat there and laughed at him with his hair on fire.
Shows are a great place to talk to dealers about items. But dealers need to pay attention to all customers and potential customers. Be sure to take a breath and let other people talk.
And this works both ways too. If you're a dealer, pay attention. If someone is standing there while you are talking, politely excuse yourself and see if they need help with anything.
Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy.
Dealers are there to sell things. They can't hold something for you because you just got there, which really means in case you find something better or cheaper. Buy it or don't buy it, but then take your chances that it will be there later. And as you have heard us say over and over, if you see it and you like it, buy it.
Don't be that guy.
Yeah, don't be that guy. This guy wants to take the best pieces from a bunch of different items and make one great item. Don't be a Build-A-Bear guy.
See, Bubba, they used to run at the Americans with their heads down and get them with our spikes. Put this helmet on, I'll pound on it and see if you feel it.
The spike on a helmet is not a handle. Neither is the chin strap. Most of these pieces are over 100 years old. Be gentle with them. Do not go knocking on helmets either. No one is home.
Don't be that guy.
This guy haggles for 20 minutes on an item, and then after all of that, wants to pay with a check. Cash is king at a show. Dealers want to sell you stuff that you want so they can go buy stuff that they want. Ask a dealer if they take checks before you start negotiations, and come prepared with cash. Usually there are ATMs nearby, but sometimes they've been emptied.
Don't be that guy.
The European reach around. It's not just the Europeans, but anyone who reaches around a case or lifts open a case to get at an item without asking. Theft at a show is a very bad thing. If you start grabbing things out of cases uninvited, you may find yourself in a bad situation. Be courteous. Ask to see an item. And don't just grab it or open a case to get at it. They are behind glass for a reason. Don't be that guy.
Yeah, really, don't be that guy.
N'essayez pas cigar. Ho, ho, ho. I am French now.
Wow.
Well, I normally say there are no stupid questions. Unless you're a 6-year-old boy, this is a stupid question. No one would knowingly bring live ordnance to a show. It is illegal and dangerous.
Don't be that guy.
You won't be that guy for long.
Paparazzi. Many shows actually have rules against taking pictures inside. Your intentions may be harmless, but many news agencies take photos from shows out of context. Just be courteous and ask first. Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy.
Don't
be that guy.
Scotty, beam us up. There's obviously no intelligent life at military shows.
Well, that is about all the time we have. We hope that maybe you learned something that can help you out at a show. Although we did mention some negative things, all of which have actually happened to us, shows are really great places to see some awesome things and meet some really great people.
We hope to see you at a show soon. Remember, the big shows are great, but support your local shows too. Until next time, I'm Mark.
And I'm Jerry.
And we
are the Military Collectibles Shop.
And this is why they say never work with puppets.
Are you going to be sleeping through this one?
Oh, yeah, I gotta fix it.
Let's try that again. Hi everybody. This is going to take
not.
forever.
Okay. And everybody, take 5.
Because I look just like the puppet.
What do you mean you look like the puppet?
All right, let's start.
And in 3, 2, 1. That was good.
Thank you.
If someone is standing there while you are talking, politely all right, start again, Mark. Politely excuse your. Yeah, no, that's fine. I'll be more friendly. Thank you for being my life coach.
Okay.
Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Make hay while the light's still shining.
Oh, that's a good point. Item. Don't be
Don't be
builder.
that. Oh, sorry. That was on me.
Say, don't be a Build-A-Bear guy.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
And as you have heard us say many times over and over, if you like it, buy it.
You sound so sad when you say it that way.
Well, flashbacks of crap that I should have brought the first time.
Oh, yeah.
I should have brought that kepi.
We've
I
all
should have
been
brought
there.
that kepi.
This guy haggles for 20 minutes on an item, and then after all... Okay,
What?
one more time.
Should we start now?
Sure.
Or the nitpicker?
You sound questioning.
That sounded weird, yes.
The nitpicker. Say it with feeling.
See if you can do any better on the...
Okay. Yeah. Theft at a show is a very... Don't start that shit. All right. Well, we can take out actuate from the paragraph, but we are leaving it in the title.
The actuator.
Actuator.
Actuator. The actuator. The activator?
The actuator.
The actuator. Okay, let's try it again. The actuator. If you can click it, cock it, open it, close it, this is a guy that has to do it.
He may have no intention of even buying it. He just wants to show his friend he knows how it works.
I lost
Oh, okay.
the line item.
That's okay. Oh. Well, normally, okay.
Just be curious and ask first.
Courteous.
Courteous.
Be courteous, kind, and forgiving. It's a little nod to Steve Martin. Be humble and truthful each day.
And just be curious and courteous.
Courteous.
I said courteous.
Courteous.
Not curious. I'm curious why that line says courteous.
Okay, one more time.
Many shows actually have rules against taking pictures inside. Your intentions may be harmless, but many
Nudes agencies?
Nude-
Hi, I'm from the nude agency. I'd like to take your picture.
Oh,
Why didn't I ever think of that line? You want to see my credentials? Okay.
are we finally done with this?
No.
No.